stay to the end. I got some cool stuff. They also help you with social media. So you definitely want to stay to the end there. And we're going to go for about an hour, and I'll take Q&A as well. All right? So one of the things, this is being recorded. So you're recording, as long as you're registered, I think you all registered here to be on here, the recording will be sent to you within the 24 hours. All right? And there's a lot of stuff that you definitely do want to pay attention to. So here's something, and again, I'm recording it right now. I'm going to turn off my webcam. And yes, I did shave my head again. Actually, you know what? I like the feel of it, right? Especially when I wear a hat. So I felt it was good. It makes me feel younger. Okay? It doesn't make me feel like I've been in network marketing for almost 20 years. It makes me that old. But yeah, it makes me feel younger. So, all right. So I'm going to turn on my webcam. You can see my shaved head later. I'm going to turn it back on during Q&A. There's a lot of things I want you to focus on the slides. All right. If you have questions, I am going to answer questions. There's a questions tab in here, button you push, and then you can post in there. I want it to be interactive, so you can. I loved interactivity here. Right. It's really awesome. Lena, good to see you here. I love it. And Josie, yes, Ethan shaved half of it. I had to do the rest. You just don't see it close enough here. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't get too close. All right. Anyway, I'm going to turn on my webcam. We've got a lot of stuff to share here. Here's something cool. If you tag me in the story, I'll add you to my story. Right. So if you tag me in the story, Instagram story, or do a Facebook post, I know sometimes you may not be able to tag, but if you tag me on the Instagram story, you definitely should be able to Simon W. Chan, and I will repost you and give you exposure. Sounds good? All right. So I want to start off real quick. My purpose-driven lifestyle, a positive impact as many lives as possible. And I believe everyone can earn a part-time income in network marketing. And my mission is to help 1,000 network marketers earn at least $1,000 a month. Now, if you're stuck, it's not your fault. Okay. There's too many distractions going on. We are in the distraction economy. And there's sometimes there's too many trainings out there. Okay, a lot of great trainings, but so many great trainings out there, but no one to help you take action and implement. How many of you here are struggling with sometimes implementation? You know you learned a lot. You're upline your teams. They're great to teach you, but implementation has been a problem. Drop in a 1 if that's an issue. And I'm going to, okay, Lita. All right, so I'm going to help you with this stuff. Now, if you're stuck, as I said, don't blame yourself. It's really hard to be consistent and focused. All right, so a lot of you, my friends here, who have been following me for a while, what is the number one skill? Okay, the number one skill, more important than anything, what is the number one skill? Yes, it is Dan. Yes, Craig. You got it. Lena, Dave Barrett, is consistency, right? Because without consistency, you'll never be successful, right? That's what I'm here to help you. Because consistency creates mastery. Now, I know some of you here who've been on my webinars. I'm going to challenge you something too. When you're watching a training, right? Not only are you watching as a student, you want to watch as a teacher. How can you take the content I'm going to share with you now to train and teach your teams? All right. By the way, I just realized I got so excited. My mic was unplugged. You guys should be able to hear me even much better now, right? Okay. You hear me better? Type in better. Okay. So I got so excited, I moved the mic, and it got unplugged. So if you're watching this, right, some of the stuff, some of you hear me talk consistency, don't list, especially you're a leader, right, like Charlie, Annie, or Lena, you have teams out there. Don't just see as a student, but see it as a teacher. How can you take this and study the way I teach? Study the way I teach. That'll help you train your teams a lot better. So I'm going to share with you my background real quick. Once upon a time, like I said, I have a shaved head. I've been much older than a lot of you think. I've been in the profession for almost 20 years. I got started and I earned zero. I struggled. Okay, struggled. And Charlie Ann, I appreciate you wearing the Purpose is Greater Than Money shirt. All right, I struggled for many months. Just bagels, eggs, pancakes, just zeros. Okay, I was definitely not an instant success. 2 months into my business, still zero, right? Still January 9th, still zero. So if you are struggling, I can relate to you because I've been there, okay? I have been there. And January 16th, still zero. And this was the hard way. I didn't have a checklist of things you should be doing. I knew I had a business. I had to show up, but what do you actually do? I attended trainings, but what do I actually do? I didn't know. No one to help me stay consistent because I was scared to prospect. How many of you are scared to prospect? Type it in 2. You've been scared to prospect, scared to go outside your comfort zone, right? It's scary. By the way, it's scary. It's not, if you feel like it's not scary, you're lying to yourself. No one likes to prospect. Maybe small percentage of people like, but you know what? I wasn't that person, okay? And if you're stuck, right, it's not your fault. You're going through endless trainings that you're just trying to make it happen. So here's the fact. You're busier than ever. There's more things than ever to do. Okay, this thanks to the smartphone, right? Even with our jobs, there's nonstop people reaching out to us. There's too much info and causes overwhelm, and no one teaches you to be consistent. And my turning point was someone helped me become consistent. So the new way, which I want you to emphasize, is work off a checklist, like the DMO, have someone to help you stay consistent, and someone to help you stay accountable. And this was, that was my turning point. Once someone did that, I remember my first $200 check. And here's some old pictures. I know this is like, it's been kind of a classic picture now. That was me, 16 years ago. When I've been building online since 2004. A lot longer than people have. Of course, it has changed, but this was back in the old computer monitors, the big ray, cath ray tube, whatever you call them. I was working, it's me in my tiny little apartment, building online, and eventually build a team over 200,000 people, right? Then I was the number 1 fastest growing distributor, and then, we started duplicating with the little babies, so all boys. Okay, so some of you, if you have kids and struggle, I know what it is. Okay, I've been there. If this was a picture, I just look at my eyes. I'm like, what the heck? Like, this was like taken for like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I think it was I want to rush the 2 older kids to school. My wife is making breakfast, and I'm holding, getting my youngest son, hoping not to drop him. But I have to take a picture of this, and we're gonna hurry up. Gotta go. All boys, yes. So, obviously we duplicated pretty well. That's my first son. That's the white fluffy one. My Ethan, Brendan, and Christian, and Obi. Okay, the Obi is the most popular one, and that's like a recent picture of me. Okay, last year. This is actually last year when we go camping. If you follow me on Instagram, Thank you for the nice comments. I was lucky enough to have a beautiful wife. So, and since 2003, I had a different calling. I decided to go and help everyone, not just people in my company, but everyone in the network marketing profession. So I've been a full-time trainer for the last 7 years. All right, so let's go right into, that's a little bit of background. It's a Bichon, yes, B-I-C-H-O-N, like Bichon, B-I-C-H-O-N, Bichon Frise. That's pretty good, you recognize it, it's not a poodle. By the way, side note, there's actually a website called IamNotAPoodle.com by Bichon owners. All right, let's get to it. 10 social media mistakes, quick fixes to common mistakes you don't know you're making. By the way, if you hopped on just now, if you tag me on a story, I'll add you to my story. Okay? Instagram, Facebook, post it, tag me, and I'll add you to my timeline. Repost you on Instagram story, and I'll give you exposure. Sound good? By the way, you should be posting that because it shows you are serious, right? It shows you are a serious student. People always found by your change, commitment, your consistency. So every time you're investing in yourself, like right now, investing in yourself, time-wise, you should be going out there and posting stuff and letting people know about it. You don't need to talk about your company, you don't need to talk about your products, but post so people know that you are serious about your business. That's a tip. Always take advantage of this. So even if you are at events or whatever, you should be posting about what you're learning because people buy that. And that's actually one of the mistakes, not posting enough. All right. So let's talk about the goal of social media. What is the goal of social media? By the way, what's the goal of social media? It's not to sell, right? No, I see a lot of people's profiles. They have it the wrong way. It's not to sell. It's not to close someone. The whole purpose, and by the way, the whole purpose is to create a conversation. But I know a lot of you, not comfortable doing social media. I know that. But that's why you need to start changing, right? If you want to, hey, I want to get the benefits of social media, but I still want to be my old self, that's not going to work. Okay, I'm going to talk about a lot of things that you make many of you uncomfortable. But because you're not doing these, that's why you're not getting results. Okay, so let's go to this. Okay, so you want to create a conversation, and you also want to increase curiosity, decrease alarm. Okay, increase curiosity, decrease alarm. What does that mean? That means if you're posting something, does people wonder what you're doing? So, for example, right now, if you post, you don't need to mention a company name. I'm on a webinar talking about building my business on social media. Super excited for this month. That increases curiosity, right? That people think, well, right? That is like, okay, what are you doing? Why are you on here? Like some of you out in Europe, Africa is late. I'm staying up late for this training. People are like, what are you doing? Why? Or people out in Asia, right? We have people out in the Philippines getting up really early. Why are you doing this? It increases curiosity, but you want to decrease alarm, meaning you don't want to be salesy, because people have a radar now that's very sensitive to sales. Anytime you're trying to sell someone, they're going to run away from you. Okay, so let's go to number one. Mistake number one. Mistake number one is you're having the wrong privacy settings. Wrong privacy settings, meaning if I go to your profile and I click on it, can I see what's happening? Okay, if I can't see what's happening, then it's how can I get to know you? And actually, I shared this in my pep talks in the morning, that a lot of times people who watch my lives, I want to see who are they. I click on the profiles, I don't get to know them. Okay, their profiles are hidden; they are not public. So you have to make So you have a question. Doesn't that worry that you will be hacked? So let me ask you: do you want to build on this? Is a great question. There's people who stalk me. There's a hacker. Do you want to build online? If you want to build online, then you gotta make it public where the whole world gets to see you. Because if he can't see you, how can they trust you? Now you're expecting people to trust you and give you money to join you when you don't trust them. Right? That's like, I want to go to do hotel meetings, but I don't want to get into a car. Because don't you get in a car accident? Isn't car accident one of the top ways people get killed every year? Car accidents? So I should not take a car, but I want to do hotel meetings. That's right? Or I want to go out there and meet people, but I don't want to show my face. I don't want to leave my house. So if you want to build on now, if you say, hey, it's not worth it. I don't want to get hacked. I don't want to, someone asked this question the other day. I talked about in my live that this woman says, when I go public, all these men stalk me. Or I get hit on by all these men. But that's the reality. You go to if you're single, you're pretty, you go to a bar, a club, you go walk outside, you could be hit on by men. But are you going to let that stop you? Now, if you say that's not worth it, then okay. Then you can just hop off this webinar. Building online's not for you. It's not for you. But if you want to build online, then you got to do. And by the way, this thing that getting hacked, yes, these are all fears that the media is built on you, right? Because I tell you, every top leader that's building online in every single company have their privacy settings public. Everyone. Now, if you think, well, I don't want to do anything, don't build online, right? And you know what? Will people steal your identity? Yes, but a lot of it's media hype. The chance of you getting it, I've coached our purpose-driven networkers, one-on-one coaching, people when I built my business online, thousands of people. I didn't have I knew only one person that had their identity stolen. One person out of thousands, right? So it doesn't really happen, but you got to embrace that. But you can say, well, I'm going to get hit in a car accident. I shouldn't drive my car. That's the same thing. So you have to make it public, because if people don't feel they get to know you, then how can you build online? I actually was going to pull up an example to show you here, but I can't find one right now. Okay, I will. If I find one, I'll see it. But I think you know what. See, here's a good example, right? So, by the way, if this person's on you, but by the way, these people have no idea I'm picking on them, okay? So if I do pick on you, it is to help you, all right? So this is my Instagram inbox here. I'll give you a good example. Someone messaged me here, and I was like, wow, this person's really cool. She's on my pep talks. She's, very driven. I want to get to know them. And I can't know anything about her, right? What's the first thing people want to see? I want to see how she looks and what she does. I can't see them. This account is private. But I don't want to follow you back right now. So what happens if I was a prospect? You're doing all this posting and I can't even see it. How can, no wonder you're missing out. You can't get any prospects. Make sense? Okay, this has happened many, many times. Now you say, well, I don't want men to follow me, whatever. You can block them, right? That's not an excuse. If you want to build online, you have to change your privacy settings, okay? Because people can't see you. Your profile is your online business card. People, it's not your business card. People ask me, do you need business cards right now? It's your profile is the business card. Now this person, I'm here to help you, right? Erlen, this is your business card. I don't know anything about you. I don't even know you're in the business. Why are you reaching out to me? Right? Maybe she believes in God. Faith leads to where she is. And that's all I know about a person. How long she's been in business, how many, I have no clue. So why would people want to follow? Right? Someone stalks you, you can always block them. Very simple. Hey, there's always don't make excuses. You can make excuses to make money. Find a way. Be resourceful, right? How can you expect others to trust you? Trust is created by you trusting other people first. Second thing, and the more they know about you, which goes to the next thing, okay? The next mistake is, here's the solution, but let me change this. The solution. Number one, change your mindset. That, you know what? So even if you get hacked, so what? So what's the worst thing that can happen if you get hacked? You start over again, right? But you got to change your mindset, and the chance that that happens very, very little, and you go change your settings, right? Everyone should be able to see what you're posting. Second thing, and your pictures as well. Second thing is the bad profile pictures, right? Bad profile pictures. You have a bad business card, right? It doesn't look. Do you look like someone they can trust? Is your profile picture clear? Is it? Can I see it? Is it someone? Are you like a likable person? Imagine social media is like going to a meeting. If you went to a hotel meeting, went to a business meeting, right? And I don't see your face, how would I know who you are? Okay, here's one, right? Profile picture. Immediately, this person messaged me, right? Treat Biz Sam. There's no profile picture here. Is this person real? Right? This profile picture, is this person real? Right, and I'm just pulling on Instagram, but I can pull up Facebook examples as well. And these are all network marketers, okay? It also is not professional. It is your business card, right? So solution is take new pictures of your phone. Every new smartphone now has good pictures. Or you can use even optional, use free tools like Canva. Fix your cover photo, fix your profile pictures. Those are the first things people see. We are in a visual society now. We want something quick. We want to see and get a feel that I know who you are, okay? Next, by the way, if you tag me, if you have an aha moment, you tag me on story, I'll repost you. Okay, I'll share that with you. Mistake number 3 is being a commercial. Okay, being a commercial. So, being a commercial is, why would anyone friend you just so they can be sold, right? Look at the pictures you're posting. Remember the whole goal is to increase curiosity, decrease alarm. You're increasing alarm. Okay, you're increasing alarm. Immediately, people wonder, what are you doing? Okay, why are you? Why are you friending me? Do you want to go and sell stuff? Here's another example, right? Here, this person messaged me, like, I'm struggling, or I really need help. Well, nothing's happening. Look at your title. It's the name of a company name. Okay, the profile page is products. Everything here is like selling to buy. Okay, this pain, this thing obviously can help you. Okay, this thing can burn fat. It's all products. It's a commercial. Even when the person's holding, it's a commercial. And by the way, if you're on here, I love you. Okay, I'm here to help you, to give you feedback. You're basically getting one-on-one coaching from me. Okay, everything here is a commercial. So why would anyone join you, buy you? Well, how could anyone meet you? Okay, the alarm bells are ringing off the hook. Solution: don't pitch nor sell your product. Remove pictures of your product. And when you first start, I know some leaders go out there, they, Tina, I'm going to answer some questions later, okay? So I know some leaders post pictures of their product, but when you're a leader, you're making money, you can do whatever you want. If you're stuck and you're struggling, and my mission is to get you to $1,000 a month, to teach your team to get to $1,000 a month, you can't do that. You know what normally happens if you post pictures of product? You will get a couple initially. You will maybe get a couple warm market friends that will, okay, just to do you a favor, I'll buy. Yeah. But afterwards, you never get a stranger or co-mark online to want to be your friend. Because everyone is going to be afraid to get sold. To clean up your profile. Yes. Right? You want to increase curiosity. If you look at ML Nation, the people I interview on the show, whether it's the Luna Ashley that I had on the show, previous week was someone else, I forgot who it was. We have like over 600 episodes. You go to the profiles, it's really difficult to tell you what company they're in. You can't tell what company they're in because they're doing the right way. Right? You want to decrease alarm. Now, mistake number 4. Others can't comment nor like. This is the Facebook thing, all right? I'm going to pull up someone, I think, that has this problem. Maybe I don't, but you got to change. Again, this is a settings thing as well, all right? Where sometimes people want to comment. Like, people who are not your friends may want to comment. Do you realize that, for example, when I go to my profile here, right? When I go to my profile here, a lot of people, just say I pull up a post, right? That people commented on. A lot of, I'll share this one that cut here. A lot of the people who comment on here are not my friends. They may follow me, they click, they're not my friends. A lot of the people who click on my, the trainings I do are not my friends. So you're missing out on potential conversations. The settings should be, anyone should be able to comment and engage with you. Right? And well, what happens if people put spam comments? Well, you got to monitor it. You got to delete them. You can block them. Right? Well, that's a lot of work. Well, you want to be on social media. That's what you need to do. It's still, it's much easier than dressed up and driving a car to go to a meeting. It's still easier. Okay? You're losing out on potential friends and new conversations. By the way, if you look at my, let's talk about, remember before, like, if someone, especially when you're posting, you need to post with you. This is actually another mistake. Hashtags, right? Hashtags. Like, if you're posting with privacy settings, people can comment. And when you can't comment, they can't help boost your algorithm. The more people comment and engage, that helps the social media platforms know, right? To promote that so more people see it. Here's another one. And the questions, type them all in, I'll answer these questions, okay? How do you, so its solution is change your settings. Very simple. Change your mindset, change your settings. Next mistake, not posting daily, right? No one respects your business if you're not consistent. You're not sharing your journey. Let me ask you, are you still active? People ask, are you still active? Right? I know this person is on here. Let me see if this person's on here so I can help you here a little bit, right? Actually, that person just posted. Okay, so if you're not posting consistently, are you still active in your business? People only remember here. Here's the thing: doesn't matter how great that is you did a month ago, how great a rank advancement you did a month ago helped someone. No one remembers that. They only remember what you do today. Is what have you done for me lately attitude. Okay, that's all people remember. So yeah, keep the questions coming. I see the questions. Because people, buyer, change, commitment, consistent. So solution is you want to create a daily routine to post. So for me, I have a specific routine every day, specific time where I create my content, right? You want to share your story and also your stories of others. Share your story. You cannot overshare your story. Why did you do network marketing? Why are you doing what you're doing? Share that story. Share the story of others. Share the stories of your downlines. Share the story of your uplines. Share the story of your cross lines, of the top leaders. Actually, in fact, you should, in every company, they have the top leaders featured on the websites. Go and study their stories and share that. Share that story and share how that inspires you and why you're doing what you're doing. Okay? So, I'm going to answer this right now. Actually, I'm going to save the questions later. Okay? I'm so excited about the questions. But I want to save all the questions later. So keep typing them in. I'll answer your question, Cindy. What do you do? What to post? Google for ideas. but you have to be posting daily. This is 2020. Now, 2012, you can get away with it. 2020, we are in the age of TikTok, Instagram stories, quick videos, 3-second, 4-second videos. You must be posting daily. No one remembers what you posted yesterday. Is what did you do today, right? Here's another, because by the way, people also don't scroll far down on your feed. They only look at what did you do today. So not posting in Facebook groups or using hashtags. So not posting groups. If you are in a group, right? I always talk about Facebook groups are one of the best ways to meet prospects. Join an interest group, right? Or in Instagram, you're not using hashtags, right? So number one, this is what happens. It's harder to clam. Okay? Harder to clam. When I talk about you don't know what clam is, I'll teach you what clam is in the second one. Right? When you meet strangers, you're gonna get tough results. Why? Because you don't have the respect and authority. It's harder for you to get results when you prospect them. Why? They don't see you as an authority. If you're in a group and you're posting consistently, right? People respect you. And then when you reach out to them, add them as a friend, it's a much easier conversation than when you just go out there and they never heard of you, then all of a sudden you're reaching out to them. Does that make sense? Okay. So if you have questions, is Instagram a must? You don't need to necessarily do Instagram. My advice is focus on one thing. Okay, do good on one thing, and then you can move on to the other. So the solution is, okay, not posting hashtags. Okay. Create a daily routine to post, share helpful tips related to the product. If you have a group that you created, right, or you have a team, or like you just say you find a group. Says, if I was in like youth baseball, I go to youth baseball group. I go in there and I will share content, teach. Because let me think about this. If I go into a group and teach, and then I add other people in that group as friends, what will they think of me? They immediately respect me more because I'm a person that always gives back. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, everyone? Type in 1. Okay, now I'm talking about what clam is. Some of you are new to this, right? Some of you purpose-driven networkers, you know. Good. Clam is the mistake number 7. You're not using clam. If you don't use clam, you run out of people to talk to. So solution's easy. You comment, like, add, and post. You go to a group, you comment on someone's post, you like their post, you add them as a friend, and you send them as a message. Okay, so think of a group that you like, and the best groups to join are interest groups. So what do you like? Maybe you like gardening, maybe you like cooking Italian, maybe you like making sushi, maybe you like sewing and knitting, maybe you like youth baseball like me, maybe you like baseball cards like me. Whatever the group is, go out there and contribute, okay? And then you can meet friends. Let me actually see if I can pull up an example here, okay? So, if I was to, for example, I'm in a group here, baseball cards, right? This person is posting, right? Christopher Moore posting. These people, right, sharing stuff is probably, if this person reached out to me, I would probably think this guy's okay. I'll add them as a friend. I'll talk to them because he's teaching me stuff about old baseball cards. Does that make sense to you all? Right? So if you look at it now, look, this is PSA turnaround in 43 days. This person gives him a tip. Here's a tip, but don't tell anyone. Right? He's sharing tips. Now, if this person reached out to me, do you think I would turn down his friend request? I was like, whoa, if this person clammed me, comment like that, oh, this is the guy who gave me a tip to save me time. Right? You can check out their profile, but don't overthink it. Okay? Don't overthink things because what ends up happening, this is going to the next mistake, we comment like, is prejudging prospects. Prejudging prospects. Don't prejudge your prospects, right? Because you're talking yourself out of prospecting. Don't prejudge prospects. Oh, this person doesn't look good. This person, I don't know, they like, this person seems to make a lot of money, doesn't need it. Or this person seems, I'm not interested in health, I have a health product. You just You're looking for the perfect prospect, and the perfect prospect doesn't exist. You never know. I'm telling you, if you got started back in 2003 and you knew me, a lot of you would not have prospected me because I was not a perfect prospect. I was not a good prospect at all. I didn't want business. I love my job. Okay, I love my job. I didn't want a business. I'll have been a poor prospect for you. But you never know, right? So here's the solution. Change your mindset. Change your mindset means stop depriving people of a life-changing opportunity. You got a great product, great service, products. Why prejudge? Share with the whole world. Let them make a decision. The purpose of prospecting is to collect a decision. Can you write that down somewhere? Is to collect a decision. Or make that an Instagram story. It's to collect a decision. It's not to convince them. Right? Don't make the decision for others. A lot of you, really, right? It's an excuse. Stop making excuses. Because prospecting is scary. I know that. So make an excuse. This person is not a good prospect. That person doesn't look good. Oh, I don't think this is the type of go-getter I want on my team. You don't know them. By the way, you don't know. Some people are the most driven people, do nothing. Some of the people you think are not going to be good in network marketing turns out to be superstars. Don't make the decision for them. Okay, and another thing is, no one truly reveals themselves anyway, right? I'm sure none of you here, I know a lot of you are vulnerable, share stuff. You don't review everything about yourself on social media, correct? So this person may have lots of problems. They just don't let the world know about it. They may let the world know a little bit, but not everything. Next is, use a timer. Our purpose-driven networkers here, right? A lot of you purpose-driven networkers here, you know this. We use a timer, go to 5 minutes, reach out to 5 people. Go for speed and quantity. Okay, that's the key. Hey, 5 people, don't overthink. The whole goal is within 5 minutes, I gotta reach out to 5 people. Okay, next mistake. I know these questions, great questions here, I'm looking at them. I will answer them, okay? Next mistake is wasting too much time building a relationship with cold market. Way too much time. All right, wasting too much time. So, number one, when you too much relationship building, you're losing out on the numbers game. How many of you heard this is a numbers game? You're losing out on a numbers game when you're spending time chit-chatting and building a relationship. This is different than when you're going out to meet people at a meeting, at a hotel, at a get-together, at a barbecue, meeting with friends. You're losing out on a numbers game. You also get emotionally attached. Oh, someone rejected me. Your feelings get hurt because you're spending too much time with one person. Of course, anyone, any human being will get emotionally attached if you're spending all this time with one person. Okay? It also makes your business really unattractive because no one wants to chit-chat all day. Like I said, if you're busy, other people are even busier. Now, I know they may not be building a business, but they may be busy watching TV, busy watching sports and movies, or kids or whatever. They have lots of stuff going on, cleaning the house, chores. They don't have no time to chit-chat. They definitely, because they don't want to do your business. Because they think if they join, they got to do what you did to them. It makes the business really, really unattractive. Okay. So, next one is too much relationship building. The solution is you want to be quick and direct, right? Relationship is built with your profile. I want you to write that down. The relationship was built with your profile. Let me ask you this. How many kids do I have? How many kids do I have? Right? What's the color of my dog? Right? You have 3. What's the color of my dog? Some of you got 4, right? 4 kids because my Obi is my first son, right? You all know my dog is white because that relation, you knew where do I live, what do I like to do, right? What do I like to do with my kids? What do I like to do with my kids? That we do a lot all the time. Baseball, right? Biking, yes. So that's from my stories. That's from the relationship, but you know more about me than probably if we talked on the phone because of the profile. That's where you create the trust. And people like people who they are similar to. So you know what? I naturally attract people with kids. I attract people who like sports. I attract people who like dogs. right? Your profile is your business card. The relationship builds your profile. So when you reach out to someone and clam, you don't need to chit chat all the time. They are reaching out to you. They don't want to chit chat. They know about you, but from your profile. That's why the more you share, the more they get to it, the more they'll trust you, the more they will like you. Right? Business pages are a total waste of time. Okay, I think I'll say I was going to answer this question later, but I answered it right now. Because if you put a business on a post on a business page, unless you plan to advertise, no one is going to see it. Right? Facebook is like this. You know what? I'll actually share with you. ML Nation, we have a pretty good following, right? Would you agree? ML Nation, type in 1 we have a pretty decent following, right? So I'll share with you. I'll be very transparent. Facebook wants your money. The only way to have a business page is if you plan to advertise. If you don't plan to advertise, there's no point because Facebook's not going to show it. So I'll share this with you, right? I did this. We posted this post an hour ago. We have, you're going to see my screen, 70,000 followers. 70,000. Okay, a lot of people. We did this post, 3 likes, only 298 people saw it. It reached 298 people. That's less than 1%. Okay, less than 1%. A business page, no top earner that I know is building a network marketing has a business page. They use, unless they're advertising. If they're not, and advertising spending a minimum to be effective, $10 a month. Right now, if you do a video, upload a video, it gets more. 700 people. So that doesn't mean 700 people liked it. We got 45 engagements, right? 700 people. Now, if you do a live video of my pep talks, right? Pep talks, yeah, that gets 1,500 people, right? 1,500. By the way, if you think this is helpful, you're going to even learn even more. 1,500 people, right? Josie Tong's sponsored. Doesn't even have a page or website. You don't need it. Right? Live videos, this one, $369. I think you get the message. Now, I can boost it. What Facebook wants me to do is click on this blue button, spend $100 one day, and then they will start showing it. But unless I pay, they're not going to show it. Okay? And by the way, that's out of 70. We have a pretty good following as well. Facebook just doesn't show it. At best, you may get 2%. I think if you get a video, we have a good live video, sometimes maybe 3%. Oh, if this was a good live video, yeah, 3,600, but that's out of 70,000 people. Do the math. Numbers are not very, very good. Okay, Facebook wants you to advertise. So everything's done through the personal profile. Okay, next mistake, we got to move on. Okay, is using the wrong words. Okay, using the wrong words. You're scaring prospects away. Long messages, right? Using negative, basically you're losing out on prospects. Negative words, like pay attention to these. Business. Folks, no one wants a business right now. It's the recession. Restaurants closing. Every day I look at some negative news about business. No one wants a business. No one wants an opportunity. No one believes in residual income. No one wants to be an entrepreneur. No one actually knows. A lot of people don't know what an entrepreneur is. And if they do, they don't want to be an entrepreneur. Right? They don't want financial freedom. It's not believable. Don't use words like it's easy. Right? No, it doesn't depend. I'm telling you, it doesn't depend. Financial freedom, no one, entrepreneur, very few people want to be an entrepreneur. Very few people. I mean, if you talk to 100 people, maybe one person. But you know what? How many of you wanted to be an entrepreneur when you got started in network marketing? Even before someone approached you, thought about wanting to be an entrepreneur? Very few people, right? Now, maybe after someone show you the video, you realize, oh, wow, I want to be an entrepreneur. Afterwards, but I just wanted a job. I wanted more money. The entrepreneur, investment, down payment, right? Yeah, it's after you join, now you love entrepreneurship. Afterwards, yes, that's the case, afterwards. But most of your prospects are not like that. You got to put yourself in the shoes of your prospects. They just want to earn some part-time income. You know, America has a record number of unemployment, right? We just at Google, there's news today, advertising profits going to drop. It's all negative. You talk about people want financial, be an entrepreneur, start a business, financial freedom. Everywhere where you live, this business going out of business, right? Everywhere you are, doesn't matter where you live. I mean, there's a Pier 1 by where I live. There's a Sears. They're all closing down. So why do I want a business? Okay, don't use words like easy or hyping it up. No one wants it. First of all, easy, you're attracting the wrong people and you're lying, because network marketing is an awesome profession. It's simple, but it's not easy. Hyping it up, oh, you can retire in 5 years. That's not believable. Okay, that's the stuff that gives network marketing a bad name. Great way to earn part-time income. I absolutely believe it. And maybe you spend enough time, dedicated, you can be full-time. Absolutely. Right? But earn extra. You want to get someone's attention? I'll show you the scripts. Okay. Solution is, number one, speak so a 10-year-old can understand. Can a 10-year-old understand it? If it can't understand it, then they don't want to do it. They're confused. They will think, I need to think about it. I need to research more. I don't know if this. Keep it simple. Use proven scripts. That's another thing. Right? By the way, speak to a 10-year-old understand. Albert Einstein said something. Keep it simple. He said, I'm sorry if I offended any one of you. I didn't say this. Albert Einstein said this. Any dumb idiot can make things complicated. Network marketing is very simple. Okay? Use these proven scripts, inviting scripts. I'm working on something exciting. This may or may not be for you. Would you be open to taking a look? Simple. Our purpose-driven network is out here. We prospect together. 11 times a week. Lena, this is work. Right? Dan, this is work. Jeff Bowden, you've been rocking since we first talked 5-6 weeks ago. You send us out. People, I'm working on something exciting. And may or may not be for you. Would you be open to taking a look? This is good because it's not pushy. And it says it may or may not be for you. Right? Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you, Tammy. Dan, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for sharing it. It works. It may or may automatically say, it's not saying you got to do this. You have to look at this. That's when people are like, oh, alarm bell ring, remember? This is for cold market, warm market, any market. My best friend, hey, I'm working on something exciting. This may or may not be for you. Would you be open to taking a look? They may say, no, I'm busy right now. Okay. Right, Steve, thank you for sharing. It works. People say, yeah, what is it? After what is it? You send them a video. Take a quick look at this video. Explains everything. Okay, and then you follow up with the video. Simple. Network marketing is very simple. It's not easy, but simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Say, if they ask you, what is it? Take a quick look at the video. Explain everything. If someone doesn't want to watch the video, right, sometimes, then they say, well, it seems like you can say them nicely. It seems like you're really, really busy. This is not for you then. Maybe some other time. And you take it away. You move on. Absolutely, Jeff. Okay, Jeff, like ever since he became a purpose-driven networker, I think he went to the first BYOB, got a couple of signups, at least 2 signups, right, Jeff? In the last month. It's a numbers game. You're using proven scripts, going quickly. Let's talk about follow-up. Simple follow-up is a couple of different follow-up scenarios. I'm going to share one of them. If someone that hasn't done anything, right, the whole point is to restart the conversation, right? And Paul, thank you for sharing that. The script works, especially if you put on curiosity posts. Your content, remember? Thank you, Paul, for reminding that. The content you're posting is how people get to know you, see you. How do you follow up with someone? They say, I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've been busy growing my business and helping new customers. How are things going with you? Okay, I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've been busy growing my business and helping new customers. How are things going with you? Start the conversation. This is another kind of curiosity message. People are like, wow, you've been busy growing your business. How is it? You've been helping new customers. How is it? The whole point is to restart a conversation. Then you can ask them about the video. All right? Now, some important keys. And don't forget, if you tag me on an Instagram story, I'll will repost you, give you some exposure. Here's the important keys, is you have to be consistent. Okay, you must be consistent. You may not get results immediately. So just because you change and fix all these mistakes tonight, and by the way, so hop on, is this being recorded? The recording will be sent out later tomorrow. You may not get results, but you need to wait for 30 days. Okay, and by the way, if you can't wait for 30 days, you have no patience for network marketing, you might as well quit. Patience is a virtue. You need patience to be successful. You need to be consistent. You need to develop, and you need someone to help you stay consistent. Developing your voice is you got to realize and learn what type of stuff you like to post. The more you do it, you're not going to get it right the first time. If you follow the if you follow like my stuff I post on social media, I didn't get it right the first time. I'm still learning as I go, right? You're developing your voice and your style. When you first get started, don't worry about it. A lot of you listen to the podcast, right? My first couple podcasts is very different from right now because it slowly changes. It gets better, but you cannot make improvements if you're not consistent, right? What's the number one skill again? What's the number one skill? And my voice has been losing a little sore lately. Consistency, right? Consistency creates mastery. Let me ask you something. I'm going to take Q&A in a little bit, okay? So questions, keep typing questions. Has this training been helpful? Type in a 1 if it's been helpful. Good. So, here's something I wanted to help you with. I don't want you to just decide this is a great training and then you go off and then I'm going to get to your questions and then but you'll fall back. Okay, I want to make sure you do what I talk, like basically holding you accountable. So here's how you can get more done in 45 minutes in the last 6 months. A lot of you have known on here are super fans of this, right? This is a new type of online event. I know Jeff and Bowden's been sharing about how he's been getting signed up. Lena as well, right? Changing Dan. They've been on here. This is our BYOB online workshop that I do once a month, okay? It's a new type of event that gets you results. It's different from this webinar. Okay, this webinar is about teaching, taking notes. This is about getting you results. So people like you, Neil Madrano, you need to be on here. Okay, you need to get up to BYOB. Okay, thank you, Dan, for the kind words. Okay, thank you, Lena. Because you get results. It's a 4-hour online workshop where we prospect together. So people just look at this. After today's training, I've come away 1 recruit and 4 sales. Right, Marie has been on it. You get more done than ever. You get more results, not just learning, you get results in just 45 minutes in the last 6 months. Marilyn Horn, you were on there, right? What did you tell me the other day on our coaching course? You got more done, got interested prospects from that session, right? Steve, thank you for the feedback too. Tyrone's been on there. Sylvie, thank you for the comments. A lot of people have been on. So I just want to have someone else share as well about her experience. You need to hear this from Emma Romano.
And it's the first time I've actually been involved in anything like this. I have spent the whole day with Simon and I don't know, about 100 people in the room. I've been involved in an online company now for a year and a half. And in the last few hours, just in the morning, in the first half hour, I have sent out so many messages and follow-ups, and I'm not joking. Today, I have had more feedback and people asking for my links and videos in one day than they have in a whole year and a half. So I wasn't going to come to this because I'm thinking, it was only a little bit of money too. It's only like $50 or something. It's the best $50 I've ever spent. And I've just signed up for his other stuff and I'm so excited and I'm already pumped. And I've already got a 3-way appointment made up. It's crazy. It's amazing. So if you're on the fence about doing this, get off the fence and just go and do it.
So how does BYOB help you? This is what we do. We're going to create content together. We're going to do a curiosity post together. We're going to do a gratitude post. We're going to do different type of social media. Okay, the format has changed. I think a lot of you were on the last one. We changed the format. A lot of you have been liking the new format. How many of you like the new format with those who have been on? Type in a 2. We've been focused on creating content, especially during the first half of it. Okay, thank you for the feedback there. So also we do in-depth training on how to recruit online and we prospect together. Okay, and I'll guide you word for word on how to respond to prospects. So at the end of the session, you're definitely going to get at least 1 interested prospect. Probably a lot more than that. So here's 6 convenient dates. It's been so popular, we've added additional dates for our friends in Europe and for our friends in Africa and also the Middle East to make it easier for them. So you have July 3rd, July 17th, August 7th, August 21st, September 4th to September 18th. Now, I didn't want to do that many, but people have been asking me for them, so I added. So here are the 2 convenient times. Okay, it's a little different. If you're July 3rd, August 7th, September 4th, it's 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. USA Eastern. So in Manila, that'll be 7 a.m. the next day on Saturday. Sydney is 10 a.m. In London, it's midnight. Okay, a little bit late there for you, for Europe. That's why we did the second one, July 17th or August 21st, September 18th. This is at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern. It's also a great time for a lot of people with stay-at-home moms, like the kids, or they're not working, who have some free time. They're busy in the evening, putting kids to bed. This is a great session in the middle of the day. Okay, this is great for Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. In London, it's 6 p.m. In Johannesburg, it's 7 p.m. And in Abu Dhabi, it's 9 p.m. Okay, we're adding all these workshops to give you all more flexibility. So, who is this for? As those who struggle to take action. Okay, I drowned this BORB today has helped me contact people I have not contacted in a long time. Today, I accomplished contacting more people than I have in the past month because of not staying consistent. Now, the best part of BYOB was prospecting together the group and keeping up with the momentum. All right, Lorenz, I'm not going to read this whole thing. Got 7 new friends, 5 invites, 10 follow-ups, 4 presentations from this. Okay, so it's also for you, if you're not sure how to reply back to prospects, I'll tell you exactly what to say. I'm going to have Melissa share a little bit about her experience.
Hi, my name is Melissa, and I wanted to give some feedback on the BYOB session that I did with Simon Chan 2 weekends ago. I've only been in network marketing about 7 months. I've not been as productive as I would have or should have been. So I wanted to do the BYOB session and gain as much as possible from Simon's experience. It was 4 hours long, but it flew by so quickly. But in those 4 hours, I was the most productive that I've been in those 4 hours alone than the entire 7 months I've been in network marketing. I was able to send out more invitations, do a lot more follow-ups, but also add a lot more friends online. If you're on the fence, I highly recommend that you do it. In those 4 hours alone, I was able to get people interested. They message me that they're looking to start or looking to buy products from me. That's the best result I've had in the entire 7 months I've been in network marketing. Highly recommend that you do BYOB. He answers all your questions, gives you a lot of advice, and teaches you a lot of things that maybe you have not even thought about, because I know he taught me a lot. But yes, highly recommend BYOB. Bye.
So it's for those who need their BYOB is for those who need their team. If you need your team to take action and get results, hey, that's another way. Okay, get them onto BYOB. Your team will finally take action. Tamara Hunter says, from 70-year-old grandmas to Gen Y mums and millennials, all getting the trenches into action. All right, a couple more things. I'll go over the questions. I'm going to wrap up here. We take more action when we prospect together, right? When we do something alone, we tend to procrastinate. We let our fears stop us. We get discouraged easily, and we don't show up. And this applies to other things as well. So when we do something alone, we don't exercise as consistently. We don't stick to our diets. We get better results when we work together. So most BYOB, most events cost $200 to $500. It's a $300 value, and we've definitely done events for $300. For right now, for BYOB, it's only $25 per session. Okay, and if you want a bonus, some of you are really go-getters, you get the 6 workshop bonus for $100. You're going to save 58%. Okay, just go to mmnation.com/BYOB, and I'm going to type that in here as well as we move on. Okay, and then we're going to wrap up and answer the questions here. Some good questions that people asked. I know a lot of you are action takers. And Jeff Bowden, thank you for the kind words. I still remember when we talked and you were at the first BYOB. To give you a head start leading up to the online event, for those who get a BYOB ticket before tomorrow, you get an online duplication orientation video series. That does a $97 value. You get that for free. Okay, so you get both the BYOB ticket, online duplication video series, $97 value, total value of $397. It's only for $25. Okay, just go to BYOB, mlnation.com/BYOB, and you can get the $25 or get the 6 workshop bonus. Last thing is, you have a no BS money back guarantee. You get at least 1 interested prospect, okay, for your product or business before the workshop ends, or you get your money back. 2 other quick things. I want Sarah Wyatt to share.
So I'm Sarah Wyatt. I loved meeting Simon and today coming to his BYOB event. It was really cool. I haven't been to an event like this before. I hadn't met Simon before either. I have been very slow in my own business for the last year and not really really kind of floundering, really. So today I loved how much he packed into a day. I was writing like crazy, taking lots of notes because he delivers value, so much value in one day. And the good thing was it was practical, so we were able to do some things in the room, and felt like I've done more in my business in this one day than quite literally I have in the last at least 6 months. So I've already got some messages to follow up on, and it's really exciting. The thing was, I feel now I've got a strategy that's really achievable and can implement what I didn't know before, and learn a lot of things that I definitely wasn't close to figuring out on my own. So I highly recommend it. It's value. Simon's a good guy, and it's just fun. It's just good.
So those are the 6 dates: July 3rd, July 17th, August 7th, August 21st, September 4th, September 18th. Okay, lastly, before we go to Q&A, I just want, Maisha has been on almost every one of our BYOBs, always on our purpose-driven networkers. She wanted to share a little bit.
BYOB is such an amazing workshop, and I feel like it's a game changer. I've been to so many different events where all you're doing is sitting down and taking notes that you probably wouldn't even reference in the future. But with this, you are doing 4 hours of massive action, 4 hours of prospecting. In that time, what you're doing is you're growing your friends list. You're connecting with real people. You are sending out your video presentations to your business, and you are following up and gathering decisions from people. So I really believe this is why it's such a game changer. And the best part is you have Simon right there who is answering questions. If you don't feel confident to answer somebody on the spot, or you need to get clarification about something, Simon is right there with us the whole time while you're doing this BYOB workshop. And it's group prospecting, which is amazing. And I feel like it teaches you the skill set of what you should do day in and day out to grow your business and become that top income earner or top enroller into your business. So I highly recommend this BYOB workshop. I can't wait to see everybody at the next one. Don't wait, just sign up and you'll start seeing results.